My name is Mary Olivier, and I thought that it's time for me to show you the face behind I Am Not a Mistake Foundation. I am the one that is recently putting inspirational quotes on our Facebook page, I Am Not a Mistake Foundation. With the help of Right Click Media, it is for me, I know sometimes some of you will feel, ugh, if we have to see another inspirational quote, it's not going to go down well for you, but hang in there, boys and girls, because they're going to keep on coming. Let me tell you why I'm here and how did I Am Not a Mistake Foundation, Pty Limited, how did it come about? Well, it came about me, and it started about the story of my life and what I have been throughout my life and all my experiences. I'm a suicide survivor, and in 2015 I truly tried to commit suicide, and oops, didn't work. Here I am, still here talking to you. But from there on I also thought, yay, you know what? Then another journey started for me, because then I realized when I started working on the ground with people, what terrible state our country is truly in. And for me as a person, it became more and more a scenario of I have to just do something about everybody and all the drama and all the hurt and the pain that is out there, and that the people are not talking. And then obviously, if you would like to, I'm not going to bore you very much any further about the whole I Am Not a Mistake Foundation, Pty Limited. It consists of 11 divisions, and we cater anything from adoption, all kinds of bullying, abuse. We deal in self-harm, we deal in depression, and then obviously suicide prevention is huge. Now, currently in South Africa, there is an enormous problem with violence. And because I have been on the floor, on the ground, like I would say thousands of other people doing what I'm doing, you have got no idea what is really out there and what's going on with people in cities, in towns, in areas, in communities, in corporate environments. People, the violence is just, it's upped an ante, and I sometimes get the feeling that people are so numb because we are all so fearful. I must be very honest with you, as I'm sitting here, I am fearful sometimes. Sometimes I get in a situation where I say, you know, what can we do? How can we change people to be different? And that is where I've decided to actually become an ambassador and an advocate and an activist to fight to stop violence. I'm absolutely against any kind of violence towards any human being or any animal, because we have to start taking responsibility and start stopping our actions. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because, understand one thing, I used to be abused. But the abusers, after a while, when you have been abused, you become an abuser. Somewhere along the line, we need to actually cut and stop. And all I can say to you from my own personal experience was, the onus is on you. You as a person need to make the decision that you want to change. I could have decided to just stay a victim and feel like a victim and feel, oh well, nobody wants me and everybody hates me kind of thing, and just go and carry on with my miserable life, which was absolutely miserable. Looking back today, I had not a good life at all. Now looking at my life for the last 2 years, and believe you me, it's not that easy. It's still a daunting task every single day. Also, I have chosen faith. That has also come back to bite me in a big way, because as soon as I started telling my story, because my story involved God, because God saved my life, people didn't want to hear about that. And then yet again, here I am in the same position. I was not accepted before, now I'm also not accepted again, because I want to tell people about God and faith and what it can do for you as a human. It has done it for me. I am a walking testament of what can happen to you if you just, first and foremost, make a decision. I've chosen to go with God and just believe and walk the faith route. I'm not saying a 3-year-old child should do that, because obviously if they have gone through a terrible ordeal of being horrendously and brutally raped or abused, you can't just say to them, pray get on your knees and pray. That is when we need to have educated people and trained people to handle situations like that. The problem is we all have become so numb with this fear because of all this hate, all this violence. We are subjected to all of this on a daily basis, that I'm sad to say that a lot of people are so numb that it doesn't even scare them anymore to see a brutality or a video clip of brutality, where I had to witness it, some instances for real, where I personally promise you I had my own questions to say, why? God, why? Why is all of this happening? The one thing that I came to realize is that there is a reason for everything. I am sorry, I don't understand the reason, but I just have faith and I trust that things will get better. But you and I need to start doing something about it, and not only just try and send people food and send that same person right back into the same hell they came out last night, but just with a full stomach. I am of the full belief, and at I Am Not a Mistake Foundation, we believe that we want to enable you. We want you to get up and support yourself and support your children, get out of that relationship, whether it's abusive relationship or whether it is whatever. If it's in a work scenario, pull up the guts to say, I'm not going to take this, I'm going to go and walk my own walk. So for us it is extremely important that we are not giving, we are teaching people and we training people up to believe in themselves and to believe that you can overcome everything and anything. The one thing about violence is, and the one thing about the human race is, we are dealt sometimes with very debilitating circumstances. But the one thing we have is that we can overcome so much. So we need to start doing that and not just go sit in a hole and say, I was there. I'm talking not only to you, I'm telling me. Because as much as what you need to be inspired on a daily basis, I'm following other people that inspire me again. Because that is the only way that there is hope at this point in time for all of us. Because it does feel hopeless. I mean, you look around. We can't make and say, okay, fine, we don't want to talk about it, or it's a topic that we're not going to discuss. The one thing that I would like to ask people is to stop being keyboard warriors. Stop jumping into any discussion or whatever is going on, just to put your 2 cents worth in it, and then create more division, more hate, more anger, more fear. The thing is, we need to start taking responsibility for what we put out is going to come back to us. And the more we are fearful, because fear and hate goes hand in hand, and that is evil. Once you start handling a situation with love and compassion, you will see you will get a different result. I will never stop telling people to turn to God, never, because I can tell you, for 4 years I've walked, and don't think that God is a genie, that you're just going to fall on your knees and say, oh, I'm so sorry for what I've done, and all of a sudden everything is going to go okay, because it's not. The path and the way that you're walking that distance sometimes is very hard. Mine has been extremely hard. I sometimes can't understand why. Why did I give up all of that to just battle on this side? But I'm a happy person, I'm a content person. I'm a person that truly and honestly really care. and I care about each and every one of us out there. So we have come to almost the end of 2018, and I really just wanted for you to see who I am, who you're dealing with, because it's always very easy to see a company logo, to see a company and see all of these quotes, but you don't know the person that sits behind it, the team that is sitting behind it. All of them come from brokenness, men, women, and men. People always want to just worry about abused women and children. If you know the stats that of abused boys and men, you will be horrified. But I'm not here to horrify you. But if you do not like the faith and you do not like to hear about God, then do what the other people have done to me for the last 2 years. Just don't talk to me or block me or just go away. But I'm never going to change the fact that I thank God every single day for what He's done. Because sometimes I look at a situation and it hurts so bad. But then the next day, there will be the smallest blessing for other people, but for me, I can see a 3 or a 4-year-old child getting out of a situation, and from being in despair, being in a safe house, and we have taken time to take them and feed them back into society, where you go and visit that child again after 2-3 months. That, my friend, is worth more than gold. I can tell you that. We as a society needs to worry about our children. We are very quick to come down on the millennials. That is a thing that we will talk about in future. We are very quick to say that the children have changed. The children didn't change, we changed. We don't believe in discipline. We don't believe in rules and regulations. We do not believe that we should have God in our homes. We do not believe in a lot of things. That's just small fundamental things, just tiny fundamental things. So this is I Am Not a Mistake Foundation. We've started also a foundation called Now Rehope, where we now reach out for soft skills. You can also go and visit on the website www.iamnotamistake.co.za and can go and have a look. So we are truly at this point in time, this is the company, we are there to help. We've got trained psychologists, trained counselors. So for whatever you need, we are going into a period that is very hard for a lot of people. There's been a lot of job losses during this year. There has been a lot of pain and a lot of sad things. So, you know, it's just, we are here to help. We are here to come and talk to you at your companies or at anything. Please send us an invitation. We will definitely come. And just my message to you, each and every one out there, is I just want to tell you that stop trying to be perfect. You know what? God created all of us imperfect. Yeah, you're right, imperfect. But in His eyes, all of us was created perfectly in His eyes. We need to understand and we need to grasp the fact that everyone on this planet and everyone in South Africa has a reason, a purpose for him or her life on this earth. And we all have got a right to live free and wonderful. We do not have to live in fear. We should not have to live in fear. And we as a society must not let the sick of the world and the sickness of everyone kill us slowly, because Satan has got 3 things: kill, steal and destroy. And as long as he can do that, we are not going to have heaven on earth, we're going to have hell on earth. So each and every one out there, you are special. Doesn't matter what is happening with you at this moment that I'm talking to you. There might be some horrible things going wrong in your life. But I'm just saying to you, please hang in there. You were made for a reason. You're here for a purpose. You just need to take the step to say, I am going to do something about it for myself, and also to add value to society, not to join in all the judging and all the hate and all the anger. We need to start reaching out and love and truly care about people, because we really don't care anymore. That part of us has actually died a long time ago, and we still ask the questions every day, why is it going the way it's going? Because we've lost hope, guys. So, well, from me, hang in there, the inspirational quotes will still be coming, and I hope truly, in my heart of hearts, my biggest hope is that I save lives. I save somebody that feels that they cannot go on anymore, because I know who you are. I know how you feel. I've been there not once, not twice. I've been there so many times in my life I can't count. But I know I'm sitting here today, and look at me. I've pulled myself out of absolutely everything. Sometimes I think my life story is bad, but I promise you, I've seen some other people that is, mine looks like Alice in Wonderland compared to theirs. Everyone has got a story. Don't be so easy to judge what you don't know. From me, this is Neely, and I hope to see you in 2019 as well. And thank you so much for all your support. And we're going to really pull through with a lot of love and a lot of hope. God bless you all. Thank you.